Hello, lovely listeners. Welcome to another episode of MYC Uncensored, the podcast for young females. I am Manpreet doing my placement here in MYC, and joining me is Natsuko.
Hey everyone, it's Natsuko. I'm also doing my placement here in MYC, and this also happens to be our first podcast for MYC Uncensored. Today's episode is packed with valuable information, so grab your favorite cup of tea and let's get started.
So, guys, today we are doing the podcast where we dive into all things related to feminine hygiene because we think it is an important topic in every woman's life, but at the same time, barely discussed. So, Natsuko, I've been wondering about feminine hygiene, and the first thing that comes into my mind is shaving. Like, what do you think? Is it okay to shave?
Absolutely. It is a personal choice. Feminine hygiene, after all, is about maintaining cleanliness and promoting the overall health of the female reproductive system. When it comes to shaving, some choose to shave for aesthetic reasons, personal hygiene, or cultural norms, while others may choose not to shave at all. But I think what really matters is comfort and what makes you feel confident. There is no right or wrong answer. However, if anyone decides to shave, there's just a couple of things to be mindful of, like being careful while shaving to avoid irritation or ingrown hairs, use of a clean and sharp razor along with shaving cream or gel to protect the skin, and aftercare is as important as the prep. After shaving, it is a good idea to moisturize to keep the skin hydrated.
Totally agreed. Keeping things clean is crucial, like genital cleansing, regular washing of the external genital area with mild, fragrance free soap or water. That is important to remove bacteria as well. And also avoiding harsh products. Like it's important to choose feminine hygiene products such as wipes or washes that are gentle, free from harsh chemicals or fragrances that could cause irritation. So, since we're discussing about feminine hygiene, I think how can we leave menstrual hygiene behind? Like, what about that time of the month? So, what I think is proper management of menstrual hygiene is important during menstruation. This includes changing sanitary products regularly to prevent bacterial growth and reduce the risk of infections. So, Natsuko, do you have anything in mind related to when we are on our menstrual cycle? Like any other tips from you?
Yes, of course, Manpreet. I think proper disposal of the menstrual products is also important for the hygiene and environmental reasons. Used sanitary items should be wrapped and disposed of in designated waste bins. And it's also crucial to wear breathable and loose fitting underwear made from natural fabrics like cotton that can help the genital area dry and reduce the risk of irritation. Avoiding tight or fitting pants or underwear for extended period of time is actually advised. And it is essential to recognize that every individual is unique and there is no one size fits all approach to feminine hygiene. Personal preferences and need may vary, so it is advisable to choose products and practices that work well for you. And, if you have any specific concerns or questions about feminine hygiene, it is always better to consult with a healthcare professional or a gynecologist who can provide some personalized guidance.
Definitely change your sanitary products regularly to avoid infections. So some of the other parts related to this, what you have said, from my side is regular gyno checkups, like routine visits through healthcare provider for gynecological examinations, and screenings are essential for monitoring reproduction. And also, very important, safe sex practices like using barrier methods such as condoms can help prevent sexually transmitted infections and also contribute to overall reproductive health. So that's what comes to my mind at the moment. Do you have anything else to add up on prevention, like preventing the infections and promote overall cleanness?
Yeah, definitely. That's some good advice, by the way. And if we are talking about prevention, I would just like to add how proper feminine hygiene practices can help prevent infections, promote overall cleanliness, and contribute to a woman's comfort and confidence. Keeping the area clean can reduce the risk of conditions like yeast infections, bacterial infections, and urinary tract infections. And another benefit of maintaining proper hygiene is that it helps control and prevent unpleasant odor. Regular washing can help eliminate bacteria and other microorganisms that may contribute to that unwanted smell.
Good hygiene is key. Like regular washing helps prevent bacterial infections and keeping things fresh and adds to your overall comfort.
Yeah, absolutely. But Manpreet, it is kind of a personal topic. Do you ever feel awkward discussing it?
Um, Absolutely. There is a stigma around it. Finding people you can talk to without judgment is important. Like, true, it is not that easy finding those people you trust, even when you have female friends and women you know. But I think at the end of the day, what really matters is if you're dealing with something or are concerned about your own health and hygiene, it is important worth stepping out of your comfort zone and reaching out to other females.
Alrighty, thanks for keeping it simple and personal. Appreciate the advice. And before we wrap up, let's hear what our other podcaster had to say on this topic. We've received some questions and some of the comments regarding feminine hygiene. One of the podcasts highlighted how stigma and shame around feminine hygiene and issues and how it is important to find the right people to share and talk to about your experiences. And like you said, Manpreet, it is quite difficult, having women and female friends, but finding those right person. And while the other podcaster actually shared some tips on shaving and said how it is just a myth that the hair grows back thicker, it really doesn't. And she also mentioned how after shaving, it is crucial to moisturize afterwards.
Well, yeah, they added some good points to this topic. Well, thank you all for reaching out. Your input is invaluable and we love connecting with our MYC community. That concludes today's episode of MYC. We hope you found our discussion on female hygiene and overall reproductive health helpful and empowering.
If you have any more questions or topics you'd like us to cover, feel free to reach out on our social media platforms through the links. Until next time, take care.
Thank you. Thanks, guys.